Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. 7:07 Tuesday, August 23rd, 61 degrees, getting up to 80 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the radio pop app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. Whew, that was close. We are joined in studio now by Pat Wallace. We are talking about the Rotary Club. I've already learned more about the Rotary Club in the last 10 minutes than I knew, coming in. I thought it was just like a whole phone thing. That's what I thought. I thought it was like, Rotary versus Touchtone. But it's not, Pat, right?
No, it's not.
All right. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I am fantastic. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the Rotary Club? Drop some knowledge on us. Go ahead.
Well, luckily in Toms River, we have 3 Rotary Clubs. I belong to the Evening Club, which meets Wednesday at the Clarion Hotel here in Toms River.
Well, you said that's the cool club, right?
That's the best club.
Okay, got it.
We're the largest club. We outnumber everyone else.
Duh, yeah.
We have 55 members right now. We started 66 years ago, and we do have a founding member that still comes every Wednesday.
Wow. That's cool.
I can't tell his age or he would have to kill me.
You think he could catch you, though?
He might be able to.
Okay.
I don't think I can run as fast as he can.
So what is the Rotary Club focused on, though? Like, what's the mission? What are you guys all about?
Well, Rotary International's mission is service above self. And our club traditionally looks at organizations in the community that are in need. And primarily, we've been focusing on hunger in the community. And that came to the forefront, as most of you know, after Hurricane Sandy. And many people just suffered catastrophic losses, and they didn't have food. That's one of the things we found out. And we started to collect in the club a couple of dollars a week from every member. And we found out that we could purchase food, we could donate food, and we could make a very small difference. Not a lot, but we made some baby steps. And currently, we are focusing on helping 6 food pantries in our area: Salvation Army on Route 37, the Hope Center on Hooper Avenue, the People's Pantry, which is in the Silverton area of Toms River, St. Joseph's Food Pantry. Everyone's familiar with the large church. Right. Island Heights United Methodist Church, which has a small food pantry that runs twice a month, and your grandmother's cupboard. And I know your organization is fully aware of it because you support it as well.
Absolutely. Okay, so how did you get involved in the Rotary Club? I mean, I always wonder, when people decide to kind of join one of these clubs, and how long have you been a part of it at this point?
I've been a Rotarian for almost 16 years, and I became a Rotarian because of frozen turkeys.
Right. Well, clearly. I mean, isn't that why everybody becomes a
Absolutely.
Rotarian? Yeah.
I was business coordinator at Costco for many years, and the local Rotary Club said, we want to order turkeys to give away at the holidays. So we kind of got the order together, palletized it. They came and picked it up, and they said, well, you did a great job. Come and help us deliver it to the bathroom of the charities, Catholic Charities, here on Water Street. Okay. I guess that's where the office was. So I helped. It was a great thing. They came and said, how would you like to be a Rotarian? I said, well, what's a Rotarian?
Wait, stop for 1 second. Hold on. Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll check mark.
Turkeys to Rotarians.
Wait, no, but did you say you delivered them to a bathroom?
Absolutely. That was their cold room.
Really?
And we put all the turkeys in their bathroom.
Because you understand, how many turkeys were there? Because you said you palletized them.
Yeah, there was about between 40 and 60 turkeys.
So there were between 40 and 60 turkeys
yes.
in the bathroom
yes.
of Catholic Charities.
Yes.
Now the clear question beyond that is, what if somebody needed to use the bathroom? Was there still room?
No.
All right. Okay. I'm sorry I get hung up sometimes on the small details.
No.
All right. So go back. So then they said to you, we're now fast forwarding back to where you were.
Yes.
Right. They said, why don't you join us and become a Rotarian?
Correct.
Right.
And I had no idea what Rotary did.
Right.
I attended a couple of meetings, and it seemed like a great organization that had a motto of service above self.
Right.
get out there, help the community. So I was a member of the Brick Rotary Club for about 11 or 12 years, served as its president. And as my work life ended in Brick, I came to the Toms River Club because my husband was once the president of that club. A little competition there.
Yeah.
I was a better president, but he served longer.
Well, see now.
And he's not here to defend himself, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
There are all kinds of Bill and Hillary Clinton references that I'd like to make now, but we're going to try to not keep it political. So, moving right along. So people join the Rotary. I guess I was always of the impression that people join these clubs to network, right? Do you feel? But I'm not getting from you that that's really the key here.
No, it's not. If you're there to network, you're in the wrong group. We are here to pool our resources and our talents to fundraise to serve the community.
Right.
If you use a Rotarian for their services, it's because you respect and admire them. I'm there because I want to help someone. Plain and simple. And I think that goes for every person in that room. They don't have a second agenda.
No.
Not at all.
Huh. Yeah.
So why aren't you a Rotarian?
You know what? If I now you're going to put me on the spot. And you're pointing at me. I'm feeling very uncomfortable all of a sudden. Put that away, right? I am a member of Kiwanis, and they will tell you the Breakfast Club. There's a breakfast. There's a day break and a nighttime, and they will tell you that I have not been to a thing in like a year and a half. Because there are just never enough hours in the day. So, but I'm actually going to stick with that particular scenario because, I get up a little early, whatever. But you're right. Now I'm thinking I should because I'm really failing here. Okay. So we really want to talk a little bit about, we want to talk about this big, this big initiative you have going on right now, right?
We do, and it has to move back to our original premise of Scouting for Food in 1993. That's how it really started with our club. We partnered with a couple of local Cub Scout and Boy Scout troops. We would go into Holiday City of Berkeley and Silver Ridge and leave bags, pick them up full of food the week after. And then once a year, we gave the food away. As I said, after Sandy, it became obvious that once-a-year collection was not filling the food pantry shelves. It wasn't keeping them stocked.
Cool.
So we moved on to the smaller initiative of feeding the hungry in our community, doing what we could within our small club to try to help 6 food pantries.
Okay.
We didn't want to focus on just one. We wanted everyone to feel like they were getting the benefit of our resources. So we're out there and we try to collect food. We encourage the people of Toms River, help your own. Get a bag of food. Walk around your neighborhood, get a couple of bags of food, take it to your food pantry. Right. Especially during the summer when these kids who are relying on their school lunches and don't have anything. Their moms are going to the food pantry looking for peanut butter and jelly and soup and things to make them happy during the summertime.
Right. So when we come back, because we're up against a break, Pat Wallace, Rotarian, when we come back, do you have like any statistics around the size of like what our food insecurity issue really is here in the county? I don't want to answer that right now because that's what we call a teaser. Okay. I'm teasing that for when we come back.
Okay.
Right, because I don't think people realize the issue here. Pat Wallace, Rotary Club. Back with more after this.
Wake up with Jeremy Grunin wherever you go. Download the Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Connect with Jeremy, 732-505-1160. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Jeremy Grunin. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. I'm Jeremy Grunin. Jeremy Grunin. Wake up, Jeremy. Me. I'm here with Pat Wallace, Rotarian. We're talking a little about food insecurity and how the Rotary Club is kind of focused on that, especially in our area. Let me give you some national statistics, which are a little bit mind-blowing. if something can be just a little bit mind-blowing. I don't know that it can be. I think it's either mind-blowing or not. But anyway, as of
maybe
2000...
if you have a little mind.
Little, that's... Thanks, Zach. Thanks. See, you're like Silent Bob over there. You always chime in with the important zinger. 48.1 million Americans in 2014 lived in food insecure households. 14% of households were food insecure. 6% of households were actually very low food security, which is actually worse than food insecure. And then obviously households with children reported food insecurity at a significantly higher rate, 19%. As of 2013, 5.4 million seniors, or just about 10%, were food insecure. So, and if you look at Ocean County, as a result of Sandy, it's actually much worse than that, right? So we have a serious problem. And food insecurity, just so you understand, is that means that you're not sure if you're going to be able to feed your family for that month. All right, so. We've said before that just about 50% of Americans are within $400 of going, into debt or going into or not being able to pay their bills. That's just one thing that kind of comes off the rails, and you find yourself in that situation. So you guys are doing good work, and I know you have something there from who's that from? From the House of Hope?
Yeah, the Hope Center on Hooper Avenue. We deal primarily with Amy, who is their development coordinator, and she's very heavily involved with their little food pantry. And to kind of consolidate the thank you letter, I'd like to say on behalf of the Hope Center at the House of Hope of Ocean County, we wish to acknowledge our sincere thanks for our donation of $1,000 to be used to purchase food for the food pantry. The Hope Center serves more than 3,000 clients a year, many of whom depend primarily on food pantries such as ours to help feed their families. I know that I have gone there after a Scouting for Food event, and we bought probably pickup trucks full of donated items, non-perishables. Stocked the shelves. A week later, it's gone. Mm-hmm. And I think this goes to the heart of the matter. People are hungry in our community, and there has to be a way for everyone to come together and to do something. And this is our club's commitment right now on a small level. We hope to grow the initiative, and we hope to be able to impact the food pantries in our area, especially for the kids.
Right. But let me ask you a question, though, just to play devil's advocate for a second. The situation is that we need to stop the cycle, right? So food is part of the answer, right? Food is what's necessary today, right? But the bigger question is, how do we build economically a better beast that we don't have these problems, right? I mean, isn't that really what it comes down to?
You're right. And I think if I had an answer, I'd be running for president or running for mayor or, trying to make a direct impact on the community. I think the Rotary Club, we run with our hearts.
Right.
The first thing we do is we see a situation, you try to Band-Aid it like anyone would, and then you look at the long-term goal. So 23 years ago, we started with Scouting for Food. Now we're at the point we're trying to make a direct impact on 6 food pantries.
Right. And
then through those 6 food pantries, maybe 10,000 people in our community.
Sure. All right, listen, absolutely great work. When we come back, Pat Wallace, Rotary Club, we're going to give you your magic wand. I might have an inkling as to which way you're going to go with that. I could, of what you would do to change the world. Because maybe you're kind of working on some of those things even as we speak, although not right now because you're talking to me. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin, Hometown View with Kevin Williams, then the news, then we're back. Don't miss any of it. Hang up.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin, 7:34, Tuesday, August 23rd, 61 degrees, getting up to 80 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pop app and WOBMAM.com, 732-505-1160. To join the conversation, we are joined in studio by Pat Wallace, Rotarian. Right. And so we are talking about specifically the Rotary Club's efforts in the world of food insecurity. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about Scouting for Food, because that's a pretty cool program. So what is it you're doing there?
Well, it started in 1993 when one of our club members, Skip Ron, came to the club president, Bob Pastine, and said, we have an opportunity to partner with some local Boy Scout troops, go out into the community, drop off bags, and go back the next week, and the magic wand will have occurred, and it will be full of food, and then we will take it to a distribution point, which then was Ciba-Geigy, palletize it, and give it to a local food pantry to be put into the community. You know, once a year project, great. Everyone's generous at the holidays. It's fabulous. Well, it has evolved into 2 weekends in October, where Rotarians come together with club members, family members, friends, the Donovan Catholic Interact Club students, the Toms River High School North Team kids, which that stands for Together Everyone Achieves More. What an appropriate name. And local Boy Scout troops. We go out into Holiday City, Berkeley, and Silver Ridge, where, believe it or not, there's 14,000 homes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We put out empty bags with our little message, this is what we need. We come back the next Saturday with our pickup trucks, with our SUVs, with the kids, and we marshal on Westbrook Road, the clubhouse. We go out, we run back and forth all day with the food, and that becomes basically our drop point. And at a certain point, local food pantries come with their vehicles and their bags and their helpers. And they literally take everything we've collected, which at the high point, one year we collected 25,000 pounds of food, but we stabilize around 14 to 18,000 pounds of food that's going directly to a food pantry. And here's my challenge to you. Ride shotgun with me on the pickup date and see what we do.
Oh, boy. I'm a bad shotgun rider. I'm not going to lie. I have serious control issues.
Well, I'll let you run around and pick up the bags and throw it in my car.
All right. Listen, Pat, maybe that's what you should use your magic wand for, because now it's that time. It's time for you to use your magic wand, your pixie dust, your fairy dust, the ability just to wiggle your nose and make an impact. Right? Yes. Bewitched. Like Bewitched style.
That's right.
Right? So what is it that you are going to do in true Rotarian fashion that's going to make an impact on the world?
Well, I'm going to ask people to help. Everyone can make a difference. Collect some food on your street. Take it to your local food pantry. You can make a donation to the Rotary Club. We will put it directly into our food pantry funds. It goes directly to those 6 pantries that we talked about earlier, and they need help. They really do. You're very strong in community help. You know it can happen, but it needs people to come together, and 50 people cannot cover a municipality of 80,000 people. We can sure try, but it would be nice to see an initiative locally where we help one another. It's fabulous. And I go back to a saying I read, well, actually it's a quote many years ago from Mahatma Gandhi. The easiest way to find yourself is in the service of others. Serve others, help others. It's free. It doesn't hurt.
Right.
Do something. Get out and do something. You know, it
Look
may
at
not,
you.
Look at me.
Look at you. You just did my my tagline. That was really good.
Well, see, I stole from it.
Is that what you were you trying to do that?
Absolutely.
That was really on point. Nice job.
Well, here's a saying I've
ahead.
had in fundraising for many years. If you can't kill me, fire me, or divorce me, the worst you can say is no. And I don't like no. I want people to say yes.
Gotcha. Wow. All right. Well, listen, I'm trying to think of that whole fire me.
If you can't kill me, fire me, or divorce me.
Right.
The worst you can say is no.
Right. That's true. All right. Well, that's listen. These are you are filled with words to live by. All right, Pat. Why don't you tell folks where they could learn more about the Rotary Club? Where could they go if they want to join? What if they are so inspired by your words today that they want to have dinner at the Clarion? What are we doing?
We meet every Wednesday night at the Clarion on Route 37 here in Toms River. It's a dinner club. It's 6:15 to usually 7:30, so it's not a big time out of your schedule. It costs $20 for dinner. And we do have a website, www.tomsriverrotary.org. We do have a phone number that you can call. It's our executive secretary, George Josephson. His number is 732-929-0900, extension 205. And there's a lot of information about Rotary out there. You can go to the Rotary International website, which is rotary.org, and find out how Rotary was founded in 1905, excuse me. And you'll see that it's basically service-oriented. We are here to serve the people. We are here to help the people. And I want people to take time out to find out what we are, who we are, and what we do in our community.
Cool. Very nice. Pat Wallace, Rotarian, community activist, and obviously you would all have a hard time saying no to her. So there you go. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Jeremy. It's my pleasure.
Cool.
And I'll be back with cranberry bread for you.
I can't wait. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Back after this.
Rush Limbaugh today at noon. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin coming up next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.